In this training video, I'm going to teach you how to search for low equity leads. So the very first thing we want to do is select a location. Next, we're going to say, what are we looking for? In this case, we're looking for low equity. Now, a lot of people say, Chris, why in the world would we look for low equity leads? Well, if you're working the creative financing strategy like lease options, where you can pay more because you're buying it on terms, not necessarily price, this could be a home run opportunity for you because most investors are going to, target that high equity. Or low equity, working with creative financing makes awesome deals. Think about the seller that can't sell because they don't have a lot of equity. They may have to lease option it for a while in order to get that property sold. So again, low equity leads, just because there's not much in that sales price difference, doesn't mean that it's not a good lead. So we're going to go ahead and select that and click search. Now, keep in mind that when we say low equity or high equity, it's everything. It's every type of property that's in this specific location. Now, if you want to click that filter button, we really, as an investor, want to focus on absentee low equity versus owner occupied, unless you're maybe that realtor that says, hey, I work with low equity properties and I want to do some marketing, postcard marketing in specific areas. So if you're a realtor, that might be a good owner occupied, but whereas an investor, we really want to get that absentee owner. If we scroll down, we can uncheck certain types of properties. Again, depending on what type of investor that you are. I'm just selecting single family. You do have the option to search for just about everything, a golf course, a dairy farm, manufacturing, whatever it may be. If you start typing that in there, you will find that as well. Estimated value, what price range are you looking at? Maybe we are going for, maybe a higher quality property that we can do a lease option on. Maybe you don't want to be in what we call those war zone price range. Now, as far as equity, we do default the maximum to 30%. So these are properties that have 30% or less in equity. Feel free to change this. Don't think, that's perfectly solid. Just go with that. You could go and say, oh, maybe 40%. You can also remove any HELOCs, reverse mortgages, and then depending on, again, what type of investor, what type of properties, you can change the bedrooms, the square feet, the year built, the lot size, the last sold date. Okay. And then what type of owner are we looking for? Generally, I like to work with individual owned. Generally, I might put in, more than 2 years. But everybody's different. Just because, they've owned it for 2 years doesn't make them more motivated. I wasn't in divorce yesterday, but I'm in divorce today. So it doesn't really matter too much to me on the last sold date, but it's solely up to you. I went ahead and put 2 years. Now, does the owner live in state or out of state? To me, the motivation is really what we're looking for. And we don't know, you could live in the state and still be motivated as much as you live out of state. So I'm going to keep that as all. Go ahead, apply these filters. You're going to see that number drop down to 20. So this is a very specific targeted list to market from a low equity point of view. You could even fine tune this by using the map and a lot of the cool tools from the neighborhoods, the school boundaries, drawing the shapes of where you like to invest. So keep that in mind. Use the map as well. Hope this training video helped, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.